Those dirty rings. You try scrub.
Check with your doctor.
Get dressed, pass out the kisses, and get to work by 5 and 9.
His shirt was dirty, but the commercial treated it as her failure. His coffee disappointed him, but she received the lesson. The family was hungry, the children were untidy, dinner was late, or the house did not shine, and somehow each problem became evidence about one woman. That is the quiet bargain inside a remarkable number of 1970s advertisements. A good wife was expected to keep everybody clean, fed, attractive, calm, and socially respectable without letting the work show. The strangest part is that even commercials selling liberation often kept the same bargain.
Ring around the collar, ring around the collar,
Ring around the collar. Bleh.
Those dirty rings. You try scrubbing them out and soaking them out, and you can still come out with...
ring around the collar.
Now try Wisk. Concentrated Wisk goes right on the dirt. Its unique formula sinks in and starts to clean before you start to wash. Gets even permanent press collars really clean. Wisk around the collar beats ring around the collar every time.
Pretty shirt.
Wisk did not present a collar stain as ordinary dirt. The stain could announce itself in public, where another woman might notice it before the husband did. That gave laundry a social audience. The wife was not simply washing fabric at home. She was protecting the couple from embarrassment, and the commercial made the threat feel personal by aiming the accusation directly at her. The shirt belonged to him, the grime came from his neck, yet the shame traveled across the marriage and landed on the person assigned to remove it. This pattern was larger than one detergent campaign. Research published in 1979 tracked changing sex roles in television commercials between 1971 and 1976, a period when women's lives and public expectations were moving quickly. Advertising changed too, but domestic products continued to place women close to the work and men close to authority. The woman demonstrated, worried, and corrected. A male voice or husband often supplied certainty. Competence meant anticipating a problem before anyone else had to experience it. That division also protected the product from looking trivial. If a male announcer delivered the technical claim while a woman supplied the anxious household scene, the commercial could borrow authority from him and emotional urgency from her. One person explained why the product worked, the other person showed what could happen to the family if it did not.
With your doctor. And if you're tired because of iron poor blood, Geritol can help you feel stronger fast. Maybe not this fast, but fast.
The Geritol line is remembered because it compresses an entire hierarchy into a joke. The wife works, improves, and becomes more energetic. The husband evaluates the result and announces that she remains worth keeping. The humor depends on everybody understanding that his approval is the closing score. She may be the center of the commercial, but he owns the verdict. A bottle promises energy, while the scene quietly defines what that energy is for, becoming more useful to the household and more pleasing to the man watching.
So big, aren't they great? Tomatoes. Hey, what's that for?
This great coffee.
This is wholesome. He never said that before. New Folgers is terrific.
Sure, Folgers is mountain grown, the richest kind of coffee. Folgers is a big favorite in most of the country.
It tastes terrific.
Get new Folgers in the red can, or for automatic drip coffee makers, get Folgers Flaked Coffee, both delicious mountain-grown Folgers.
Mrs. Olson offered a gentler version of the same trial. The disappointed husband did not need to teach his wife directly. A warm, experienced woman arrived to translate his preference into a solution. That softened the conflict, but it also made domestic judgment feel natural. The wife's anxiety proves that coffee is not merely a drink. It is evidence that she understands him. Once the cup earns approval, harmony returns. The product has repaired more than flavor. It has repaired her standing inside the relationship. Notice how little the husband has to say? His dirty collar, unfinished coffee, or disappointed expression is enough. The wife learns to read the household like a control panel, spotting every warning light before it becomes an argument. That is what these commercials were really selling. Not soap, coffee, or vitamins by themselves, but the ability to prevent judgment. However, a wife could not appear exhausted by all this prevention. Advertising needed the labor to look easy, and female experts helped perform that trick. The distinction between labor and authority is important. These women are often highly capable. They know the stain, the recipe, the schedule, and the mood of the room better than anyone else. But their expertise is usually confined to keeping the private world running. The commercial can admire their skill while quietly deciding that the skill belongs in service of somebody else.
How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee?
Ancient Chinese secret.
My husband, some hotshot. Here's his ancient Chinese secret. New improved Calgon. Calgon's 2 water softeners soften wash water so detergents clean better. In hardest water, Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner. We need more Calgon. Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner.
Calgon turns laundry knowledge into a secret passed between women. The customer sees a superior result and wants access to the hidden method. The answer is a product, but the scene makes domestic competence feel like specialized knowledge. That can look flattering until you notice what the expertise is used to protect. The laundry must emerge impressive enough to invite questions, while the labor producing it remains invisible. The commercial also wraps the lesson in an ethnic caricature, reminding us that advertising could modernize one image while leaning on another old stereotype.
Yeah, these hands will take time. You just better leave them and pick them up later.
I'd rather not pick them up. It's dishwashing, Madge.
Well, try Palmolive dishwashing liquid.
Nice green.
Softens your hands while you do the dishes. You're soaking in it.
Dishwashing liquid?
Well, it's Palmolive.
Really mild?
Much more than just mild. Suds last and last. And it softens hands.
I love Palmolive liquid so much, think I'll name my baby Madge.
Well, if he's a boy, he's gonna have a problem.
Madge gives women a different kind of authority. She is confident, funny, and completely in control of the demonstration. Yet the famous reveal still connects softness to constant cleaning. The hand deserves care because domestic work threatens it. Palmolive does not question why one person's hands are expected to absorb that work. It offers a way to keep the evidence from showing. Even self-care becomes maintenance for continued service, a small private repair that allows the larger arrangement to continue unchanged.
Can I help you fry chicken, Mama? I want to help. I don't fry chicken anymore. But you can both help me with the shake and bake. Susie, you shake, and Sally, you bake.
Fine chicken, honey. Real crisp. Moist and tender, too.
Mama didn't fry it, Daddy.
But it's crispy like fried.
It's shake and bake, and we help.
Shake and bake coating mix. It's better than frying.
Shake and bake changes the mood completely. There is no humiliation and no disappointed husband. A child helps, dinner succeeds, and the kitchen feels cheerful. This matters because advertising rarely survives by threatening the viewer every 30 seconds. Praise can regulate behavior too. The mother's reward is not wages, rest, or shared responsibility. It is the child's delight and the visible proof that she has created a good family moment. The commercial makes care feel spontaneous, even while packaging another task she is expected to manage. This is the economic magic of the good wife image. Planning, shopping, cooking, cleaning, and managing everybody's mood disappear into one pleasant result. The family sees dinner. The commercial sees a smile. The labor vanishes because successful domestic work often looks like nothing went wrong. Advertising could then sell products as shortcuts to the result without challenging who remained responsible for achieving it. A good wife was measured by outcomes, while the time and attention required to produce them stayed off-screen. That is why the happiest commercials can carry the heaviest expectation. A frightened wife makes the pressure easy to notice. A smiling mother hides it inside affection. Viewers are invited to enjoy the child, the meal, and the relief without asking who remembered the groceries, watched the clock, cleaned the kitchen, or worried about whether everybody would be pleased.
There's a fragrance that's here today, and they call it Charlie. A different fragrance that thinks your way, yeah, they call it Charlie. Kinda young, kinda now, Charlie. Kinda free, kinda wow, Charlie. Kind of fragrance that's gonna stay, and it's here now, Charlie.
Charlie by Revlon, a most original fragrance.
Charlie feels like a rupture. The woman moves through public space with confidence, style, and a life that does not seem organized around a husband's complaint. That image mattered because the decade itself was contested. Television also gave viewers Mary Richards, a single working woman whose happiness did not depend on becoming somebody's wife. Ads could not pretend those changes were invisible. Independence became desirable and therefore marketable. But once liberation became a sales language, advertisers could decide which parts to keep.
I can put the wash on the line, feed the kids, get dressed, pass out the kisses, and get to work by 5 and 9. 'Cause I'm a woman, Enjoli.
Give her Enjoli, the 8-hour perfume for the 24-hour woman.
I can bring home the bacon, Enjoli. Fry it up in a pan, Enjoli. And never, never, never let you forget you're a man. 'Cause I'm a woman.
Enjoli, the 8-hour perfume for your 24-hour woman.
Enjoli offers the decade's sharpest twist. The modern woman can earn money, prepare dinner, remain sexually appealing, and make the entire performance look effortless. The old bargain has not disappeared, it has expanded. Paid work is added to domestic work, and glamour is added to both. The commercial sounds like liberation because the woman claims every ability herself, yet the standard becomes almost impossible precisely because nothing has been removed. Freedom arrives with a second shift and perfect lighting. That is why the decade cannot be reduced to a simple parade of backward ads. Some campaigns reflected old roles, some challenged them, and many did both at once. The woman became more mobile, more confident, and more visible outside the home. Therefore, the sales pitch changed from stay in your place to succeed everywhere. The language sounded newer, but the household still expected clean shirts, good coffee, dinner, beauty, and emotional calm to appear on schedule. The shift was commercially useful because it absorbed criticism without surrendering the consumer ideal. A woman no longer had to be shown waiting at home for permission. She could stride through the city and earn her own money. Yet the ad could still sell anxiety by suggesting that success in one role made failure in any other role less forgivable. The checklist grew at the same moment the woman appeared to escape it. The good wife sold by 1970s advertising was not a realistic woman. She was a household management system with a smile. Other people's mess became her responsibility. Other people's approval became her performance review. Products promised to help, but they also kept inventing new tests she could fail. A collar, a cup of coffee, a dry hand, or a late dinner could suddenly reveal whether she was attentive enough. That is how ordinary goods acquired moral weight. The product therefore offered two promises at once. It would solve a practical problem, and it would protect an identity. Buy the detergent and the collar becomes clean. Buy the larger pitch and you remain the kind of woman whose family never has to notice how much work their comfort requires. Once you see that second promise, the commercials stop looking like simple household demonstrations. They look like performance reviews disguised as advice. Which commercial from that era felt normal when you first saw it but looks completely different now? Put the product or line in the comments, especially if you remember somebody in your family arguing back at the television. Subscribe to The Hidden Pitch for more psychology hiding inside the commercials we grew up with.